Joe Rosenbrock throws it in to begin the fourth. The Beet Diggers look to advance to the consolation championship game against Ken Denver with a victory here against Roaring Fork. Brush leads 39-26. Wahlert lost the basketball just beyond midcourt. It's picked up by Strack Lorscher with Kukas to beat. All the way, banks and scores. Boy, Strack Lorscher with a nice shot. He's got 8. Beet Diggers now with only 9 turnovers in the game. 39-28 Brush, 7:35 to go in the game. Jump pass, Kukas on the left baseline, back out to Rosenbrock. Rosenbrock at the free throw line, bounce pass, right corner, Wahlert, 3, up, good. Wahlert drills it again. Holy Mahungus, that's 6 triples in the game for Colby Wahlert, and he's got 20 points. He's unstoppable. Beet Diggers 42, the Roaring Fork Rams 28, 7:15 to go. Carpenter with the basketball, leans, shoots, misses left baseline. Tormolen with a Beet Digger rebound. Over to Rosenbrock. Into the front court. On the left baseline, Rosenbrock's going to have to back it out, and he does, to Kukas. 15-footer in the air is around, no good. And the rebound is controlled over there by Trent Reeds of Roaring Fork. Wahlert, Rosenbrock, Mayers, Kukas, and Tormolen for Brush. Reeds, Carpenter, Strack Lorscher, Gross, and Sam Carpenter. Or check that, Dalton Handy, I should say, for Roaring Fork. Lob down low for Strack Lorscher, knocked away. Lorscher gets it back, turns, shoots, scores. Off the glass, foul on Brush. Strack Lorscher to the line to try and convert the three-point play. The foul was committed by Mitch Tormolen. That's his 4th. Strack Lorscher's got 10 points, 6 in the second half, and now Tyler Monday is back into the game. Again, the Beet Diggers still lead by double digits with 6:36 to go. 1305 Edison Street in Brush, a CNC Auto Parts, your local Napa Auto Parts store. And see Mike Boehm at the Farmers Insurance Group, 216 Edison Street in Brush. The free throw is up and around and no good. And C.J. Kukas grabs the one-handed rebound, his 5th. Rosenbrock gets a pick from Kukas in the backcourt across the timeline. Left baseline to Mayers. Mayers near the top to Kukas. Dribbles right of the lane. Right baseline. Banks. Misses. Monday comes up with a shot, and he misses off the rebound. And Strack Lorscher grabs his 8th rebound. Here come the Roaring Fork Rams across midcourt. 6:13 to go in the game. Brush leads 42-30. On the outside left, right through Reed's hands, back into Handy's hands. No pun intended. And now we've got a timeout, full timeout. We'll keep it right here with 6:05 to go. And Brush up 42-30 on Roaring Fork. Jen, what's so funny? No pun intended?
No pun intended.
Well, I just happen to... Hey, why don't you give some shout-outs here?
Oh,
we have plenty of Beet Digger fans listening on 1010 as well as KSLYard.com.
Yeah, I think my mom in South Dakota is listening. Dory Tomoni, a Beet Digger from the past, is up in Montana. I'm guessing that Amy Hansen down in Oklahoma, and Julie Snook probably in Greeley. There's all kinds.
Well, Paula Costa's class was listening yesterday as well at the Beaver Valley. So we have plenty of, and of course all the folks at Brush High School.
Oh, absolutely.
Listening in during this broadcast as the Beet Diggers are 6 minutes and 5 seconds away. And one of my nephews celebrates a birthday today.
And I
told him to listen in from North Carolina, so.
I know the Berg family, their grandparents, they're from North Dakota, so they're listening there.
Yep. So happy birthday to one of my nephews, Carlos, in North Carolina. The 3 in the corner is short, missed by Trent Reeds, and the ball is loose and out of bounds. It went off a Roaring Fork Ram. Beet Digger basketball. And to throw it in is Gregory Mayers. 6:01 to go in the game, and you know Roaring Fork has to press at this point.
Absolutely.
In the backcourt, throwing to Kukas. Now to Mayers. Now the Beet Diggers want to run. Mayers in the front court, and he traveled with the basketball. Got stuck in his hands.
Yep.
The Beet Diggers commit their 10th turnover. With 5:58 to go. And here comes Dalton Handy. Roaring Fork needs points, and they need them not necessarily in a hurry, but the Beet Diggers are going to be patient on offense. Carpenter on the outside left. Lobs it at the top for Reeds. Reed steps in against Kukas. High right for Dakota Gret. Now to Reeds. His 3 is up and short, and the ball rebounded by Reeds. He banks and scores. Roaring Fork is to within 10, 42-32, with 5.5 to go. Wahlert into the front court on the outside left, spinning, backing it out to Mayers. Mayers with the basketball, right baseline, Needens. He shoots, and he scores on the right baseline. Colby Needens, a little 12-footer, his first point since the opening quarter, but that's a big basket. Carpenter 3, and that is off to the left. Gregory Mayers has the rebound for Brush, his first of the game. Now the Beat Diggers have reestablished control with 5:06 to go, leading 44-32. Contact, no whistle. Needham's front court on the right baseline. Waitert all the way, scoops it up and in. Waitert down the baseline. Waitert now with 22 in the game, 13 in the second half. Brush 46, Roaring Fork 32. Turning, shooting, missing is Trey Moxley, and the rebound to C.J. Kukas. Here's Waitert across the timeline, jump pass to Mayers. Mayers bodied up over there, dribbles to his left. Mayers with the basketball, jump pass to Kukas. In the right corner, Needham's three is up, and that's in! Needham's drills his third triple. And now Brush all of a sudden like that, Jen, on a 7-0 run. They're up 49-32 with 4:22 to go. Handy in the lane, his runner's up and good.
That's a pretty move.
Timeout, Roaring Fork. We'll take it with him. 4 minutes, 21 seconds to go from Moby Arena in Fort Collins in this 3A consolation semifinal. Brush 49, Roaring Fork 34 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Beat Digger basketball. Waitert on the left baseline. His runner's up and short as he missed it off the inbounds from Gregory Mayers. The rebound's pulled away by Nislanik. Into the front court is Dakota Gretz along the left baseline. He's trapped over there. Three-pointer is up and well short by Cody Gross. Check that, Clay Gross, and we do have a foul. And Nislanik commits the foul away from the basketball for Roaring Fork. With 3:54 to go, and the Beat Diggers leading by 15. Mayers is out. Tyler Monday, Colby Waitert, Colby Needens, Vince Albo, and C.J. Kukas. Mitch Tormolen will check back in now for Tyler Monday. Dakota Gretz, Clay Gross, along with Dalton Handy, Jake Strack-Lorscher, and now Dakota Gretz is out in favor of Sam Carpenter and Johnny Nislanik for Roaring Fork. Albo to throw it in. Still looking along the baseline to Needens. Back out to Albo. Jump pass in the front court for Colby Waitert. In the left corner for Tormolen. Dribbles to his right, picks up the dribble. Jump pass for Waitert. Waitert is fouled by Sam Carpenter. That will be the 5th team foul. And Carpenter with his second. 3:45 to go in the game. Welcome home to your hometown grocery store featuring Morgan County's largest variety, the Brush Grocery Card. And no matter what your loan needs, stop by High Plains Bank at 502 Central Avenue in Wiggins. Also inquire about checking and savings accounts as well as CDs at High Plains Bank in Wiggins. Albo to Waitert. Back out to Needens near the timeline. On the outside right to Tormolen. Pressure defense. There's a foul committed by Trey Moxley. That'll be a second. And that'll be the 6th team foul. Three-quarters court, Albo to throw it in. Albo looking, still looking, and that pass intended for Waitert, taken away though by Needens. Now we got a whistle and another foul. And that not the best pass, but the Beat Diggers got a break. And that foul on Roaring Fork looks like it was committed by Sam Carpenter. That'll be his third. So to the line is Colby Needens, and he will shoot the 1-and-1. Jen, can you believe the Beat Diggers have 49 points? This will be their first free throw attempt of the game.
Wow.
And the free throws off the back of the rim. Actually, they're third. Tyler Monday had 2 free throws that he missed. Handy with the basketball on the outside right. Behind his back. Wants to pull up and shoot. Down low for Strack-Lorscher in the lane. Lean, shoots, fouled as he misses off the bottom of the rim. Yeah, the Beat Diggers only with 3 free throws and none made. And that might be against Tormolen. Nope. It's going to be C.J. Kukas instead, his third. Strack-Lorscher to the line, where he is 4 out of 5. Free throws in the air, and that's good. Trent Reed's back in for Clay Gross. Trey Moxley is out, and into the game is Dakota Gretz. Second free throw coming up for Strack-Lorscher. And that one is in the air, and that one is short, but the rebound is grabbed by Dalton Handy. Handy's going to back it out to Gretz. Gretz to his right, over to Handy. Handy near that right corner, lobs it down low for Lorscher. Turns, shoots, banks, misses. Kukas with a rebound, his 7th for Brush. The outlet pass to Tormolen. Tormolen stripped and picks the ball back up. Tormolen over to Kukas with 3:06 to go in the game. Brush 49 and Roaring Fork 35. Kukas near the timeline. Hands it off to Waiter. To the outside left, Needens fakes that shot. Needens looking, spinning. Back out to Waiter. Waiter penetrates left baseline. Bounce pass down low. Kukas banks and scores to the right of the basket. C.J. Kukas had not scored in the entire second half. Now he's got 16. Beat Diggers up by that many. 51-35. 2:42 to go in the game. Handy, right of the lane. Free throw line reads. 15-footer is well short. The ball is loose on the floor. Still loose along the left baseline. And it's picked up over there by Roaring Fork. Here's Gret, the long three off the back of the rim. Kukas with another rebound for the Beat Diggers. Here's Waiter to cross midcourt. The Beat Diggers are 2 minutes and 22 seconds away from playing for the Consolation Championship tomorrow. Kukas all the way. Banks and scores with a left hand to the right of the basket. Kukas now with 18 in the game. The Beat Diggers lead 53-35 with 2:07 to go over Roaring Fork here in this 3A Consolation semifinal. Handy lobs it down low, and Kukas went over the back of Lorscher, who was not even looking, and they called the foul on Kukas. And that's going to be Kukas' fourth. You rarely see that call, Jen, but it was made.
Well, and it was a good call. He made contact. Granted, the Roaring Fork kid wasn't paying attention. The call was for him in that offensive set. And stuff like that happens in basketball.
15 foul against the Beat Diggers. Let's see if Brush makes any substitutions here with a hefty lead. Yeah, they made one here. Coyote Cohen into the game. Dakota Gret throws it in left corner for Nislanik. Back out to Gross. Gross into the lane against Cohen. Puts up a wild shot, and was there a deflection? Yeah, there was. Well, that was excellent defense by Cohen. He just kept backing up while Gret tried to basically force the contact, to draw the contact. But he got a piece of the basketball. Dakota Gret to throw it in with 1:57 to go. Left corner, Nislanik. He'll take the three, and that's an air ball. It lands in the hands of Colby Waiter. It's his fifth rebound. Here come the Beat Diggers. Waiter to cross midcourt. On the outside left, to Coyote Cohen, left baseline. Backs it out to Tormolen. Right corner for Albo. Albo with 1:42 to go. Maintains the dribble. Down low for Kukas, and he banks it in to the right of the basket. Kukas was wide open. He's got 20. 6 in the quarter. Beat Diggers have their biggest lead of 20. 55-35 with 1:28 to go. The three is up and short by Trent Reed. Picked up by Nislanik. Nislanik with the basketball. Dribbles it back out on the outside right. They'll reset the Roaring Fork offense. Gross against Cohen. On the outside left to Dakota Gret. Long three by Reeds is up and no good. C.J. Kukas grabs another rebound, and there's a whistle and a foul in the backcourt.
Getting a little rough here towards the end.
The foul was on Dakota Gret. That'll be his first. C.J. Kukas to the line. And here come the Beat Diggers with substitutions. Randy Baker, Bryce Needens, Ken Garcia are into the game. Tyler Monday will check in for C.J. Kukas. If Kukas can hit that second free throw, well, it's a 1-and-1 situation. He's got to hit both free throws for Monday to come in. Kukas' free throw is off the back of the rim, and the rebound to Strack Lorscher. That's his ninth. On the outlet to Gret. Gret with the basketball. Feeds it to Handy. Long three is off the bottom of the rim. And the rebound taken away by Moxley. Chased down by Strack Lorscher. His teammates collided. Strack Lorscher fakes the three, steps in. That shot is off the glass and rebounded by Randy Baker. Baker with the outlet, and Garcia tries to save it in. Oh boy, a player goes diving into the Roaring Fork bench.
Good catch by the crowd over here. Make sure he didn't crunch his head on the bleachers.
Yeah, let's see who retains possession there. If the Beat Diggers retain possession, or check that if Roaring Fork retains possession, which I think they do. The Beat Diggers threw it away there. To Roaring Fork basketball. The 11th turnover for Brush. Roaring Fork has no turnovers in the fourth, but yet the Beat Diggers have extended the lead. And they come with substitutions. Landon Bailey into the game, as their season will come to an end, and Thomas Cerisi also in. There's the lob into Bailey. Bailey with the basketball, dribbling to his left. 45 seconds to go. Here's Cerisi, left baseline, lean, shoots, misses, and there's a tie-up, and it looks like Tyler Monday might have been fouled from behind.
Yeah, they're collapsing.
So Monday to the stripe. The Beat Diggers are 0 for 4 in this game from the line, 19 fouls, so they haven't needed free throws. For great family entertainment, walk in or reserve your time and lane at Fire Lanes today. For all of your auto supply needs, stop by Central Auto Parts in Fort Morgan, and committed to serving those in production ag. Premier Farm Credit is the gold standard in ag lending. Free throw is in and out. Bead Diggers 0 out of 5 from the line. Ball is tipped out of bounds off of Roaring Fork. Bead Digger basketball. And to throw it in is going to be Cohen. That's going to be a nice game to watch tomorrow. Brush and Ken Denver. That almost rejuvenates, Bead Digger fans for this tournament. And Baker is blocked. Then he gets it back, and he leans and misses. Rebound Monday. He banks and misses. Ball is tipped around and is loose and picked up by Coyote Cohen. Bead Digger certainly not giving up. Cohen on the outside right with Garcia, even though they've got a 20-point lead, still playing hard. Baker's shot inside the three-point line is good for Randy Baker. Rush 57, Roaring Fork 35. Gret into the front court with 12 seconds to go. Left of the lane, all the way, scoops it up off the glass and in for Dakota Gret, his first points of the game. In the backcourt, Garcia with the basketball with 3, with 2 to Cohen in the front court. And that is the end of this 3A consolation semifinal. The Brush Bead Diggers defeat the Roaring Fork Rams 57-37. We'll wrap this game up in 2 minutes on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.